never guess the places that I've been. You never guess the places that I've been. 'Cause everything is like a dream, yeah, but only in that dream that I live in. I'm never gonna let the day begin. Never gonna let the day begin. 'Cause everything is like a dream, yeah, but only in that dream that I live in. Oh, don't wake me up before you go, and I'll just make this bed my home. Oh, darling, please just let me sleep. Give me my dreams. Better from above. Nothing's ever as it seems, yeah, except in that world that I dream of. Never gonna lose the ones I love. Never gonna lose the ones I love. 'Cause everything is like a dream, yeah, but only in that world that I dream of. Oh, don't up before you go, 'cause I can't face this day alone. Oh, darling, please just let me sleep. Give me my dreams. Give me my dreams. Give me my dreams.
USA Radio News, I'm Anthony Lucero. Iran is wary of Somaliland as a potential Western military foothold.
Reports say Iran views the breakaway territory of Somaliland as a potential Western military foothold that could shift influence in the Red Sea region. Analysts suggest access to its deepwater ports and airfields could affect how the U.S. and allies respond to Houthi disruptions of shipping lanes. Somaliland has offered cooperation with Washington, while U.S. officials publicly maintain coordination with Somalia as they assess regional security options. Ron Warner, USA Radio News.
U.S. forces conducted an operation in Nigeria targeting ISIS-linked militants accused of attacks on Christian communities. Defense officials say the mission was coordinated with Nigerian authorities and aimed at degrading extremist networks in West Africa, as well as disrupting future attacks. Vice President J.D. Vance congratulated the U.S. Air Force Academy class of 2026, telling over 900 new Air Force and Space Force officers they should feel proud but sobered by their responsibilities.
And now, class of 2026, you join that long blue line at a moment when your nation needs your skill. Your nation needs your adaptability.
Vance says they are entering a new era of warfare during his commencement address at the Academy. Dengue fever cases are skyrocketing across America. The CDC says cases of the mosquito-borne illness, which was once confined to the tropics, has surged 359% over the usual yearly average in 2024.
While 97% of the cases were travel-related, CDC scientists say the risk of local transmissions increasing over time. There were roughly 100 locally acquired documented cases in 3 states, Florida, California, and Texas, and they were found in multiple counties. John Sommers, USA Radio News.
From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
Business owners, are you paying high phone bills for old-school systems and lousy service? StrongTel cuts your phone bills in half and turns every phone you own into a feature-rich business system. Sean Roddy, CEO of Hennings Brothers Drilling, had this to say: "We've been a StrongTel customer for over 10 years. It's great. It even includes an intercom with video to our equipment yard. I can watch live from anywhere with my smartphone. I'd recommend StrongTel to anyone. Never miss a customer call again with your StrongTel business system. StrongTel is a proud iTex partner and always welcomes your iTex dollars. You'll get award-winning StrongTel service, a business-class phone system, and cut your phone bill in half. Visit strongtel.com. That's StrongTel, StrongTel.com. StrongTel.
U.S. Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche says prosecutions are coming as clashes continue between protesters and ICE at Newark's Delaney Hall Detention Center.
Those rioters and the violence that we saw on our streets in Jersey the last couple days is not going to be tolerated.
Blanche called the actions not peaceful protests, alleging threats against officers, and criticized local law enforcement for not assisting ICE. Farmland title fraud is on the rise as scammers increasingly target rural property owners and impersonate landowners to illegally list or sell agricultural land. Experts say the schemes are becoming more sophisticated, urging landowners to closely monitor records, verify transactions, and use fraud alerts to protect property ownership and prevent unauthorized transfers. Texas news anchor James Zeppler of KJTV in Lubbock is facing backlash after making a bizarre on-air remark about a BTS-themed Oreo collaboration, claiming the cookie design spelled out a message about America.
It was one of 13 designs which spell out a message to fans when put together, and that is Death to America.
The comment spread quickly online, prompting criticism and calls for accountability over the segment. Epler said it was just a joke. BTS is a Korean K-pop musical act.
At the closing bell, the Dow Jones Industrial Average climbed 24 points, the S&P 500 gained 43 points, and the NASDAQ surged again, rising 242 points. I'm Sarah Lee Kessler.
For USA Radio News, I'm Anthony Lucero.
iLocal.net is offering a free website analysis to improve the online presence of your business. Business owners across the U.S. turn to iLocal.net to improve their search engine rankings. Search engines are constantly changing their algorithms. You need the professionals who know how to use those changes to benefit your business. Don't hope for new customers. Get found and be chosen. Visit iLocal.net/go for your free website analysis. iLocal.net/go.
Truck downtime costs you money. One hidden killer on Cummins ISX-15 engines is weak injector cups. When they leak, coolant gets into the cylinders and suddenly you're facing a big repair bill. Industrial Injection has the fix. Our Torque Lock Injector Cup Kit with a threaded Torque Lock design. These cups stay sealed for good. No more coolant leaks. No more surprise downtime. Keep your truck on the road. Ask your shop for Industrial Injection Torque Lock Injector Cups today. Ready to beat the heat this summer? Keep your long haul, short haul, off-road adventure, or just stay cool while on site with Be Cool. Designed with on or off-the-road vehicles in mind, Be Cool offers you DC-powered cooling, low voltage protection, easy installation, and more. Beat the heat with Be Cool. It's the cooler way to go. With air conditioners for semi-trucks starting at $888. Get yours today. Visit be-coolaircon.com or call 778-590-5000. That's 778-590-5000.
Another dark night on the interstate. Another 100 miles in the pouring rain. These are worth all the time I've spent away. Another dark night on the interstate. I'm driving through the years and trying to make it right. My baby's at home, hope she's doing alright. Miss my dogs and I miss my girls. I'm 1,000 miles away from my whole
Well, I do believe that's my cue. Well, here we go. Showtime once again. Yeah, in the blink of an eye, we're back at it.
back in the saddle as we settle in for Friday. Indeed, final Friday here in the month of May as we cross over the midnight hour from time zone to time zone, from the East Coast to the West. Turn the page on the calendar, 29th day of May. So yeah, indeed, when we come back here Monday morning, I think I said that a week ago, we'll be into the first day of June. All right, this Friday it is correct. June 1 coming up next Monday. Wow. So I trust you've had a good week. Welcome aboard first. I'm Steve Sommers. It is the Steve Sommers Overnight Drive coming to you live from the Hot Shot Secrets Studios. On a quiet, starlit night outside the secret bunker here in Southwest Ohio. Hovering right about 60 degrees at this hour. It looks like we're in store for a fairly decent weekend. Hey, folks along the eastern seaboard, it's been a while since you've seen a nice, dry weekend, albeit maybe a cool weekend. Yeah, we'll break it all down for you here with our traveler's weather. It's been a few days since we've had much of anything to say about weather for our friends out west. It is an active night, especially in the Pacific Northwest. We've got some strong thunderstorms right there in central portions of Washington, pushing into east central Washington, torrential downpours. Numerous severe thunderstorm warnings in the mix there. Yeah, a lot of wind. We've got rains from northern California stretching right up through western Oregon. Most of the heavy rains just to the east of Portland there. And then through south central, kind of from south central headed toward northeast portions of Washington. Some additional rain, lighter rain in western portions of Montana tonight. Still a bit of activity in the heartland of the country. Those are going to be two zones that see a lot of activity as we head into the weekend here. Let's start out west, since it's been a while. Severe thunderstorms will continue to target parts of the northwest through Thursday night here, before then shifting into the plains for Friday and Saturday, bringing threats of damaging hail, strong winds, and localized wildfire danger. Through the night tonight, the main severe weather threat focuses on the interior northwest, especially central Oregon. Thunderstorms may become more widespread. That risk area extends from east of the Cascades in Washington and Oregon into northwest Idaho and western Montana. Primary threats damaging hail, winds up to 75 miles per hour. The concerns in these portions of the country where you have lightning strikes in areas that maybe see little or no rain, that can indeed spark new wildfires. A majority of wildfires are indeed ignited with those sort of scenarios out west. Friday and Saturday, that severe weather threat begins to shift eastward into the Great Plains once again. An area that's in recent days been no stranger to showers and thunderstorms. Friday afternoon into the overnight hours, the greatest risk for strong storms will then stretch from eastern New Mexico and southeastern Colorado to western Texas, western Oklahoma, and southwestern Kansas. As in the northwest, earlier in the week, damaging hail, strong winds the primary threat. Saturday, the severe weather threat zone is going to stretch roughly 1,300 miles from the Big Bend region of Texas northward into the Dakotas, eastern portions of Montana. There will be a more concentrated area of severe weather likely in parts of Nebraska and South Dakota. Damaging hail, powerful winds, again, the primary hazards for both Friday and Saturday. Some of these winds could be 75 miles per hour on both Friday and Saturday. Elsewhere, a few storms near the Gulf Coast could briefly become severe this weekend. The greater concern is going to be heavy rain and localized flash flooding. Rain across parts of the high plains, the northern Rockies. That will be beneficial rain due to the widespread drought conditions that we saw develop earlier in the winter. Some of that precip will fall as snow in the higher elevations in parts of Montana and Alberta this weekend. That added moisture may at least temporarily reduce the wildfire danger for that part of the country. Okay, with the heavier rain, the flood concerns, let's move to the southern regions. Rounds of rain continuing to ease the drought conditions, but raising the risk of flooding for much of the Gulf Coast and the southern portions of the plains on into the weekend. Further north, we'll see a push of dry air ending the downpours and thunderstorms from Virginia to the Carolinas and the Ohio Valley. Things have pretty much quieted down for that region as we speak. Some of the highest rainfall totals we've seen thus far through the week. As of Wednesday night, we had 6.62 inches that's already fallen now in Destin, Florida. Just over 5.5 inches of rain. Greenwood, South Carolina. 5.5 inches for Asheville, North Carolina. Right at 5 inches in Florala, Alabama. And just over almost 4.25 inches there in New Orleans. From Florida to Georgia, South Carolina, Arkansas, portions of Oklahoma, Nebraska still experiencing drought conditions. Many of those areas should get some more rain thanks to the upcoming pattern through the weekend. Plenty of moisture in place. That front that's been pretty much stalled out for several days across the southern plains, extending to the southern Atlantic coast, will continue to see pockets of heavy rain and locally severe thunderstorms. While some of the heaviest rain in this pattern has already fallen in some areas, additional torrential downpours likely within clusters of showers and storms. Couple of inches could fall in a matter of hours. That could quickly set off some flash flooding along some of the small streams and poor drainage areas. A push of dry air from Canada in the northeast begins to shift the rain zone further south across the Appalachians late this week and into the weekend. As we look ahead a little later this weekend and into early next week, the push of dry air may reach parts of the Gulf Coast. Moisture could surge northward again across the southeast as we progress through next week. And for several days, we've been mentioning the fact that we could be talking a potential tropical rainstorm. It could become the first named storm of the season if the atmospheric conditions become favorable. Of course, come Monday, officially kicking off the Atlantic hurricane season. Get set for a rare blue micromoon this weekend. A blue moon that's almost the most distant and smallest looking full moon of the year, aka micro moon. As an added bonus, a brilliant star, Antares, will be photobombing Sunday's spectacle for a celestial 3-for-1, as they call it, the blue moon. That occurs every 2 to 3 years when you have a second full moon squeezed into a single month. Of course, in the month of May, we saw the first full moon on May 1. Since the moon's orbit is not a perfect circle, the upcoming full moon will be further from Earth than the usual distance. It might seem a bit smaller, maybe a bit dimmer. The exact opposite of the Superman moon, when the full moon comes closer to the Earth than normal. All right, so maybe a good weekend to break out the telescope. If you've got clear skies, the full blue micromoon. Around the country, what's going on as we head into a Friday, rolling into the weekend? It's 844-844-3388. Yeah, I'll start with Pappy's comment. I sent him the video here a little less than an hour ago. It's just kind of making breaking news. What some are describing as maybe possibly the largest explosion on Cape Canaveral ever. It was a Blue Origin New Glenn mega rocket that blew up a few hours ago. Yeah, Pappy, saddle up, nocturnal listeners. The greatest day of the week, Friday. Which means for the last time this week, somewhere deep beneath the Earth's crust, hidden in the hotshot secret bunker, yes, indeed, Steve's throwing the breakers, raising the FR3 antenna. The stick shit eliminator power mic is on. 60 degrees, southwest Ohio. Exact same location as we were 24 hours ago. Boom is an understatement for what occurred down in Florida. Steve will have all the details. Until then, snuggle up to whomever or whatever. Let's go. Watch your six. Yeah, the video is incredible. You can clearly see a shock wave. Now, videos are coming in because it's pretty typical for people, even our friend Philip, who sometimes gets out there with his smartphone or video and tries to get footage of these rocket launches on a regular basis. This was actually supposed to be a static test launch. The Blue Origin New Glenn, this is a big one, a mega rocket. Well, they call it an anomaly. Jeff Bezos' space company performing a static fire test ahead of the anticipated fourth launch of the new rocket here in the coming weeks that was supposed to carry Amazon LEO internet satellites to space. That means the rocket was likely fully fueled, contributing to what is one of the largest rocket explosions in U.S. history and the worst failure in Blue Origin's existence. Blue Origin said via X this past evening, all personnel, they say, have been accounted for and safe, according to Bezos. Of course, they can't say what went wrong. They just say anomaly at this point. It's too early to know the root cause, but we're already working to find it. Let's just say it's been a very rough day. We'll rebuild whatever needs rebuilding and get back to flying. Bezos says it's worth it. NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman said in the last few hours, they will work with partners to support a thorough investigation of this anomaly, assess some of the near-term mission impacts, and get back to launching rockets. Federal Aviation Administration told TechCrunch they were aware of the explosion. There was no impact to air traffic. NASA and the Space Force did not immediately respond to request for comment. But this likely means Blue Origin is going to have to pause the New Glenn rocket program for an extended period of time while they work through what went wrong. They had been planning to attempt as many as 12 launches of New Glenn this year after the company spent about a decade developing this rocket to compete with Elon Musk's SpaceX. They were also supposed to help power NASA's Artemis missions to the moon, highlighting Blue Origin's expected role in the program. Just earlier this week, Isaacman said Thursday NASA's going to provide any impacts to the Artemis and Blue Moon-based programs as details become available. Blue Origin has been aiming to launch some national security missions for the Pentagon as well. Elon Musk responding to the news saying, quote, "Most unfortunate, rockets are hard. I hope you recover quickly." Quick, simple statement. This just a few weeks after Blue Origin's New Glenn rocket flew for the third time ever. That mission suffered its own failure when the upper stage failed to put an AST Space Mobile satellite into orbit. Total loss of that mission. And just last week, the FAA had cleared New Glenn to fly again after Blue Origin had completed an investigation into the cause of that particular failure. But again, some of the videos that I've seen coming in from obviously many, many miles away, you can see on video most people using some expressions that we could not use on the radio. Oh, shish kebab, or holy, you know what? As you can see the ignition take place, and then just a massive explosion, clearly visible, a shock wave. And then in some of these videos, as they realize it blew up. And it's an extended period of time before the actual shock wave and sound wave actually impacts these people recording. And even from those many miles away, a very loud explosion. I got to wonder if our friend Philip actually maybe even heard that explosion here a few hours. It's a little after 9 o'clock Eastern time, literally just a few hours ago. Underway on a Friday.
Truck downtime costs you money. One hidden killer on Cummins ISX-15 engines is weak injector cups. When they leak, coolant gets into the cylinders and suddenly you're facing a big repair bill. Industrial Injection has the fix. Our Torque Lock Injector Cup Kit with a threaded Torque Lock design. These cups stay sealed for good. No more coolant leaks. No more surprise downtime. Keep your truck on the road. Ask your shop for Industrial Injection Torque Lock Injector Cups today.
Truckers spend lots of hours on the road. So when it comes to staying connected, you need a headset that works just as hard as you do. Blue Parrot is the #1 headset brand for professional drivers, and we've taken the quality you've come to expect from us and made it even better. Check out our newest headsets, the Pro B350 and Pro B450, offering you more hours of talk time, better voice control, extreme comfort, and industry-leading AI voice isolation microphones. So you can spend more time talking about the important things and less time repeating yourself. To get yours, check out BlueParrot.com. Blue Parrot, hear and be heard.
Your factory fuel filter is letting you down. AirDog heavy-duty diesel fuel systems don't just filter your fuel. The AirDog fully optimizes your truck's fuel system for peak efficiency. The factory-provided filter simply removes particulates and water from fuel. The AirDog system removes all contaminants, including entrained air, water, and particulates, and feeds the engine pump with optimal pressure. Check out AirDogDiesel.com to learn how you can capture every bit of performance and efficiency from your fuel system.
Ready to beat the...
Well, a shout out to the Guardian of Chaos. Right out of the gate here on an early Friday. Good morning, Steve. Let's all pray, repent, prepare, and repeat. Stay mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually fit. Well, that's a good way to start the evening. God bless everyone. Scrapyard, waving all five. Hello, Jeffrey there, Southern Florida. Good morning to the overnight family. Hello, Shorty, I-77 northbound. Where are we at? The North Carolina-Virginia line, 69 degrees. Columbus bound at this hour. There's Bob in Michigan. Marianne, good morning, all the overnight listening family. Everybody have a blessed weekend. Yes, indeed. Good afternoon, Larry. Hammer down, be safe 62. Here we are, Platkill, New York. Round 4 to Schenectady. Looks like then it's back to Wilmington, Delaware. We'll reload for New Haven, Connecticut for our Saturday morning. No nap, no coffee, power problems again. And it's just been one of those weeks, Larry. You're way behind on your caffeine fix. Hello, Michael. Good evening, morning all. Peeking in from Wellsville, Ohio. Right about 55 degrees, clear skies, just sitting in line, waiting to offload. I've got 3 more days till my actual Friday. Everybody be safe out there. Well, there's Buckeye Boy checking in from Donegal Beach, Florida. 75 degrees, rainy tonight. We've got got my delivery off around 2 o'clock in Hollywood. I'll pick it back up at the noon hour today, then head toward the home 20. As long as I don't hit a bunch of traffic, I should make it back. I think the ice facility in New Jersey that's having all these crazies protesting at should break out the high-pressure hoses or the manure spreaders. Disperse these imbeciles. All right, have a great night, better weekend. Everybody be careful out there. You know, it's no sooner than earlier this week we were talking about it. It seemed as though the ICE protest, the deportations had really just kind of faded from the headlines. So it's like, and all of a sudden they're back. What is it, Delaney, the ICE facility there in New Jersey? They've been going crazy all week long. I saw the Penguin, Jerry Nadler, actually trying to get into the facility day before yesterday. They're all out there stirring it up once again. And we'll check in with more of our listening friends as we get underway on a Friday. News, a service of Industrial Injection first. Fuel injectors, fuel pumps, turbochargers, and complete diesel engine kits for the heavy-duty world. If it burns diesel, we can help keep it working. Learn more at industrialinjection.com. Back after this.
USA Radio News, I'm Anthony Lucero. Iran is wary of Somaliland as a potential Western military foothold.
Reports say Iran views the breakaway territory of Somaliland as a potential Western military foothold that could shift influence in the Red Sea region. Analysts suggest access to its deepwater ports and airfields could affect how the U.S. and allies respond to Houthi disruptions of shipping lanes. Somaliland has offered cooperation with Washington, while U.S. officials publicly maintain coordination with Somalia as they assess regional security options. Ron Warner, USA Radio News.
U.S. forces conducted an operation in Nigeria targeting ISIS-linked militants accused of attacks on Christian communities. Defense officials say the mission was coordinated with Nigerian authorities and aimed at degrading extremist networks in West Africa, as well as disrupting future attacks. From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
Business owners, are you paying high phone bills for old school systems and lousy service? StrongTel cuts your phone bills in half and turns every phone you own into a feature-rich business system. Sean Roddy, CEO of Hennings Brothers Drilling, had this to say. We've been a StrongTel customer for over 10 years. It's great, and even includes an intercom with video to our equipment yard. I can watch live from anywhere with my smartphone. I'd recommend StrongTel to anyone. Never miss a customer call again with your StrongTel business system. StrongTel is a proud iTex partner and always welcomes your iTex dollars. You'll get award-winning StrongTel service, a business-class phone system, and cut your phone bill in half. Visit StrongTel.com. That's StrongTel, StrongTel.com. It's StrongTel.
Truck downtime costs you money. One hidden killer on Cummins ISX15 engines is weak injector cups. When they leak, coolant gets into the cylinders and suddenly you're facing a big repair bill. Industrial Injection has the fix. Our Torque Lock Injector Cup Kit with a threaded Torque Lock design. These cups stay sealed for good. No more coolant leaks. No more surprise downtime. Keep your truck on the road. Ask your shop for Industrial Injection Torque Lock Injector Cups today.
Truckers spend lots of hours on the road. So when it comes to staying connected, you need a headset that works just as hard as you do. Blue Parrot is the #1 headset brand for professional drivers, and we've taken the quality you've come to expect from us and made it even better. Check out our newest headsets, the Pro B350 and Pro B450, offering you more hours of talk time, better voice control, extreme comfort, and industry-leading AI voice isolation microphones. So you can spend more time talking about the important things and less time repeating yourself. To get yours, check out BlueParrot.com. Blue Parrot, here and be heard.
Your factory fuel filter is letting you down. AirDog heavy-duty diesel fuel systems don't just filter your fuel. The AirDog fully optimizes your truck's fuel system for peak efficiency. The factory-provided filter simply removes particulates and water from fuel. The AirDog system removes all contaminants, including entrained air, water, and particulates, and feeds the engine pump with optimal pressure. Check out airdogdiesel.com to learn how you can capture every bit of performance and efficiency from your fuel system.
Ready to beat the heat this summer? Keep your long haul, short haul, off-road adventure, or just stay cool while on site with Be Cool. Designed with on or off-the-road vehicles in mind, Be Cool offers you DC-powered cooling, low voltage protection, easy installation, and more. Beat the heat with Be Cool. It's the cooler way to go. With air conditioners for semi-trucks starting at $888. Get yours today. Visit b-coolaircon.com or call 778-590-5000. That's 778-590-5000.
Dean Michael, the tax doctor here. Are you tired of those tax problems following you around like a dark cloud? Always in the back of your mind, losing sleep at night? Call me now and get your life back. 888-557-4020 or go to mytaxhelpmd.com. Pretending they're not there won't make them go away. The IRS isn't going to forget. They will levy your bank account and garnish your wages. Don't wait for that to happen. I'm not telling you these things to scare you. I'm telling you so you can benefit from my years of experience. Now is the time to act. 888-557-4020.
Want to advertise your brand on the Steve Sommers Overnight Drive and help grow your business through one of the hottest radio shows and podcasts in America? We would love to hear from you. Rates have never been better to put your brand on our show, or maybe you just want to kick the tires. Email us at ssod@hotshotsecret.com and take the first steps towards taking your brand to the next level through advertising on the Steve Sommers Overnight Drive.
The Overnight Drive with Steve Sommers. Live from the Hot Shot Secret Studios. Call Steve now. 844-844-3388. That's 844-844-3388.
Hey, good morning, Bill. Checking in. Morning, Steve. Happy Friday, everybody. 56 degrees clear here in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin tonight on the Pizza Shuttle Express. Kind of slow night at the pizza plant. Yeah, they make up for it since we have to work Saturday. I'd like to give the Dumbass of the Week award to the Palm Beach County police officer that gave a ticket to that lady with an amputated hand, accusing her of holding her phone in her missing right hand while driving. It's all caught on body cam. It's making the rounds, it's gone viral. I've seen several posts. Officer comes up, I saw you holding your phone in the right hand there, ma'am. And she holds out her stump. She doesn't have a right hand. It looks like her right arm missing from about halfway to the elbow. No, I can't hold. And sometimes you just admit, maybe I made a mistake, right? But not this guy. So, yeah, I'm with you, Bill. Come on. Hello, Tony. Morning, Steve. The entire Hot Shots Nation from Southern Illinois, along the banks of the Ohio River. It's been a while since I checked in. We've got 79 degrees, and they tell us we got some rain on the way. Gilligan, morning, Steve. Fellow listeners, driving in the moonlight atop Christiansburg Mountain, Virginia, 63. Remember, TGIF. Toes go in first. Gotcha. There you go. Keep it shiny side up. Hello from the Michigan Madman. I'm hanging in there. Hope everyone has a good weekend. If I feel up to it, I plan on going to the races tonight at Kalamazoo Speedway. All right, God bless all the listeners out there. All right, thanks for the update, Madman. Get well soon. And he did say, thanks for keeping me in your prayers. You got it. Buckeye Boy, I just watched that Blue Origin attempted launch. Wow, that was quite an explosion. Yeah, no doubt. Undoubtedly, there's got to be some pretty significant damage, I'm thinking, to that launch pad there. They're going to have to, Bezos said, we'll rebuild what we have to rebuild. I don't know how far that's going to set them back, but man, yeah, it'd be interesting to see the devastation possibly at the pad there. Yeah, once the sun rises here on a Friday morning. Lauren Weiss, two-time world champion bull hauler. Here we go. 49 degrees in Pinedale, Wyoming tonight. The powerful chrome-plated cow truck is flat out embarrassing the plastic trucks in Kansas and Nebraska earlier today. It was the fastest trip time-wise I've ever done between Kentucky and north central Wyoming. All right, I pointed in the direction I need. Dial it in and hang on tight. What an epic trick. I'm headed to Broadus, Montana in the morning, and then it's off to southwest Missouri, the Weiss compound and the hot blonde wife. A perfect trifecta. And here we go. Special shout out to the Crazy Ray there from the Cowboy State. There you go. All right, a couple of quick industry headlines. Get ready. The popular truck stop in Cornersville, Tennessee, set to reopen here in a few days, well, a few weeks, I guess, in the month of June, under the Dolly Parton brand. The grand opening of Dolly's Tennessee and Travel Stop. Exit 22 off I-65 in Cornersville, officially set for a June 24. The reimagined Dolly's Tennessee and Travel Stop, possible through a partnership between Dolly Parton and her manager and Gregory Sachs, who owned and operated the Tennessee and Travel Stop since 2017. We know, inspired by her lifelong connection to the open road, from her childhood in the hills of East Tennessee to decades spent touring the world by bus, kind of reimagines what a roadside stop can be for truck drivers, families, or travelers of all kind, blending regional roots and high-quality service with her signature warmth and Tennessee spirit. The Travel Stop offers a welcoming place to rest, refuel, and make the road a little kinder. That's the official statement from Dolly's Tennessee and Travel Stop. The new location, the new stop, will feature standout barbecue offerings from DLY Barbecue, a fresh cup of Dolly's Cup of Ambition coffee, and a full-service sit-down cafe and restaurant, which you don't find a lot of those anymore at the so-called travel centers, right? Other amenities, all right, obviously truck, it doesn't say how many parking spots. Truck parking, fueling lanes, a trucker's lounge, the general store. They will have a dog park and, of course, restroom facilities. It was back in 2021 where we had the big fire at the original Tennessee and truck stop. The ceiling over the restaurant portion of the truck stop collapsing, which led to, yes, a long-term closure. Meanwhile, a couple of travel advisories here. Be prepared. Be advanced. Advance warning is always good to have. If you're going to be routing through Kansas or maybe Kentucky, there's going to be some detours starting next week. We'll start with ongoing bridge replacement projects that will require full closures of portions of I-70 in Topeka, as well as Interstate 65 in Louisville. We're talking a 5-mile stretch on 65 between the Watterson Expressway and Jefferson Street in downtown Louisville, scheduled to close starting Monday. They're planning to reopen to 2 lanes of traffic in each direction by August 1. This is going to cause some definite bottlenecks and increased traffic on the detour. More than 125,000 drivers travel that corridor every day, according to the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet. This is a needed safety measure that's been a long time coming, according to Secretary Rebecca Goodman. These bridges have been maintained regularly, but they're at the end of their service life. It's time for new ones to be built to ensure these key connections are safe and sound for generations to come. This closure will allow crews to work safely and faster with less long-term disruption to the traveling public. I presume they'll be able to, maybe even weather permitting, work around the clock there with the full closure. During the closure, drivers will still have access to locations including downtown hospitals, the Kentucky Exposition Center, and Muhammad Ali International Airport. Traffic restrictions are expected to continue through late 27 when all is said and done. In Kansas, I-70 between Topeka Boulevard and 8th Avenue, set to close June 8, and that's not going to reopen till sometime maybe December, according to the Kansas DOT. Additional short-term closures and local roads are going to be closed from time to time. During the project, they're going to remove existing bridges. Traffic will be detoured to Interstate 470. Portions of Kansas Avenue and Topeka Boulevard will remain open. The Polk Quincy Viaduct, constructed back in the late 1950s, since then, it has deteriorated, traffic volumes have increased, highway design criteria has changed, and the entire region has undergone a lot of development. Construction on this $239 million I-70 project will be scheduled to be completed sometime, again, late next year. Be advised, though, some travel headaches coming in the coming days. Well, we got us a Friday, and is it the Horse Feathers impersonator?
Well, good morning there, Your Honor. Yeah, remember, Friday doesn't means it's because it's casual Friday doesn't mean drive naked. Make sure you wear your GPS Enterprises mankini at least, like I do on Fridays usually. You can get them for $19.95 from GMAMBS Enterprises. And just remember, there's more. You can get two of them for $49.95. That's right, Pappy. It's $19.95 and $49.95.
That's a $10 value.
$19.99, $49.95. Yep. Also, just remember, it's one day closer to Monday. That greatest day of the week. Man, this double duty's getting rough.
Yeah, Cap and Ron. Anybody talk to Cap and Ron as of late?
Yes, I talked to him earlier in the week.
Did
He's
you?
Doing fine.
Doing all right? Okay.
Yeah, well, the problem is Friday morning, this is about the time he finishes up.
Yeah.
That's why he can't really do his one day closer to Monday. Somebody's got to fill in. Then you got horse feathers there. You know, he decides he wants to sleep of a night. I don't understand that. I mean, why would you want to sleep this time of night? But you know, some people's prerogatives. You know.
Right.
But yeah. But Steve, I'm gonna get on a little bit of a serious note before I end this call. I keep on hearing these commercials. Of course, I don't live that far out of D.C. I mean, it's like an hour and a half into D.C. And my wife likes to watch some of the court shows on the local channels. And I tell you, I want to spit on the darn TV. I don't know how many commercials of these people running for Congress or whatever, Senate, I guess in Maryland or Virginia.
Right.
Are saying that we are voted against Trump. We stand against Trump. We stand against ICE. We have done everything we could to block ICE. But it's like these people that support this crap really have no clue what they are supporting. I tell you, I am so sick of hearing that we stand against ICE. ICE, we voted against funding for the ICE facility in her district and all this. It's like, these people will never get it. I'm telling you. I mean, how many Americans have got to die at the hands of these illegal aliens before they get it?
And do they not realize they are catering to the very minimal market? They're not gathering supporters. The overwhelming majority of people, it's 70+%, support what ICE is doing, support returning, especially criminal illegals back to their home country. I don't know, what do they think they're gaining by campaigning on that?
Well, when you got, especially in Maryland, it is so far left, you would think that there would be more people think that way. But you know well as I do, look at the left with the protest over ICE and stuff. These people are so brainwashed, they don't go by issues. They go by feelings. They see, well, they arrested that woman and her child. How could they detain her? Well, maybe she's here illegally. Maybe she's actually got charges, and God knows what on her. But well, it's a woman. Why would you do that to her child?
Right.
I mean, they don't look at the whole picture. And the picture will tell you, blind man, that Maryland's been gone for years. I mean, Maryland is a lost cause. Horse feathers will tell you that too. It's amazing the politicians in Maryland and how far left they are. Northern Virginia is just getting the same way. And I think some of these people are running for Congress in Northern Virginia, and the vast majority of the people in Northern Virginia have left Maryland or left D.C., and they are leftist. That whole D.C. metro area down there, well, we refer to the other side of the mountain where I live. Now, I live over in West Virginia, but you get east of the Blue Ridge, things go crazy. I don't know whether this is still true. I know it's been true for many years. People think, well, where's the most expensive place to live in the United States? Actually, it's not in California, unless it's changed in recent years. It is Loudoun County, Virginia. But the thing is, with Loudoun County, Virginia, the reason that is, there's no cheap houses in Loudoun County. About 10 years ago, I went by a dump on a quarter-acre of ground. The house looked like it was ready to fall in on itself, and it was on the very outskirts of Loudoun County. And they wanted $350,000 for it. That'll give you an idea.
Right.
There's a development there not far out of Chantilly. Some people know the area. That you go by there, in the lots in that development, just to buy a lot, to move into that development, start at $1.5 million. When I run city for Averett, I actually delivered to some of these homes in these developments down there, and this one I went into, I was talking to the contractors working on the house, and they says, yeah, this is one of the cheapest houses being built in this development. It cost this man about $15 million.
Whoa.
For that house. He said there was one in the back of the development. The man that started selling lots off of it. He said that house about $40 million. Yeah,
that's insane.
Yes, it's unbelievable, but it's what it is. Loudoun County, which is not far out of D.C., it's just there's no cheap property there. And I'll tell you, Northern Virginia has really went crazy in the time we've been alive. I had a friend whose wife actually grew up in Fairfax, Virginia, which those of you familiar with the area, you know that Fairfax is right there at the Beltway,
Right.
off of 66. Okay, she grew up on a farm in Fairfax in the 60s. That's how much. And now there's it's crazy how it has built up in that area. It's swallowed up. I remember as a kid people talking, why did they build the Beltway all that far out of D.C.? Because there's nothing out there. And why did they put Dulles Airport out there that far? That's out in the middle of nowhere. And it's urban sprawl has swallowed it up.
Mm-hmm.
I dated a lady that lived north of Baltimore. Urban sprawl has almost reached her. And when she growed up there was nothing there. In fact, when we